Look at this guy. He thinks he can get me. Come on. Oh. What are you doing? Why are you making that face? You look ridiculous. What are you gonna do? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Resident Evil Village is the direct sequel to Resident Evil 7, and once again you play as Ethan Winters, the most hated character in this franchise. And I don't mean the fans hate him, I mean this series of games hates this guy. This guy gets cut up, stabbed, hands removed, feet removed more times than I can count. He's been forced into these horrifying experiences not once, but twice. And this one really ups the intensity this poor guy has to go through. Alright, I'm going to keep this review as spoiler free as possible, so don't worry about me spoiling any important plot points. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get to the review. Like I said before, this game puts you in the shoes of Ethan Winters, the protagonist in the 7th game. Some of you might not know, but I'm a big fan of Resident Evil 7. I love that it focused more on pure survival horror and went first person, and I know some people might not have liked that, but I just prefer my horror games being in first person as opposed to third person. I think it really immerses you into the experience. Even though this is a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7, this game feels more like your classic Resident Evil games, specifically 4. And that's good to see. I think 4 is probably the best of the older games. It's not my favorite Resident Evil game, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. Alright, so in this game you go up against these 4 lords, each with their own personality, and in their introduction scene, I thought this is just gonna be Resident Evil 7, isn't it? And structurally, it kind of is. That scene just feels very much like meeting the Baker family in 7, but the game definitely introduces a lot more stuff, so it doesn't just feel like a retread of 7. Now, I don't think this game is as horror focused as 7, but I do think they walk that line very well between action and horror, unlike some other Resident Evil games. There weren't any specific scenes that really made me crap my pants, except for the dollhouse, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. But like I said, I think it walks that line perfectly. Now, this isn't really a spoiler, but the first lord you go up against is Lady Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu?
Whatever. Basically, in her chunk of the game, you're going to be running around this castle doing various things, while she's trying to hunt you down and cause you a massive amount of pain. This is very similar to Resident Evil 2 Remake's Mr. X, how it's an unkillable wall hunting you down. And while I do enjoy this sort of mechanic in horror games, I do think it's getting a bit stale. She kind of just feels like a minor annoyance whenever she walks in and I can just run around her. But apart from that little nitpick, this part of the game is pretty solid. As is this whole game. This game is just very well crafted and keeps you engaged in everything that's going on. This game introduces a sort of hub world. You can explore the village and find secrets, kind of like the other Resident Evil games, but on a larger scale. And you can also go hunting, and that's pretty fun. And I think if you want to get into the Resident Evil franchise, now's the time. You should be fine just starting at 7 and then going into this one. I would definitely not recommend playing this one by itself, as it is very much a sequel to 7. There is a reveal towards the end of the game which I can see people getting angry at. I wasn't too happy about it at first, but as the game was ending, I was okay with it. It's really no big deal. And it also helps explain some things. And speaking of the end of the game, I am really excited for a sequel. This ending made me want Resident Evil 9 now. So yeah, all in all, I had a really good time with this game. I like that it's departing itself away from zombies, and while they're still in this game, I do like the more unique take on enemies. So if you haven't, I would highly recommend you give this game a go. Yes! I did it. Alright, thanks for watching my review on Resident Evil Village. If you're interested, I have some other videos on my channel you can check out. Subscribe if you like them and want to see more. But until next time, bye.